Welcome to our Hawaii vlog, part 1. This is Boomer's first time on the beach. He was so freaking excited. He had the crazy zoomies. I really haven't even seen him go this crazy on a beach ever before. Look at those hops. If there's one thing you know about Boomer, it's that he loves fetch. But Boomer on a beach playing fetch is a whole different level. He can play fetch for hours on the beach, literally. So we had to really control and limit the amount of time he was running around because it was sunny and warm, and also it's just exhausting for him after. So we forced him to take breaks by putting him on a leash. You can see how tired he is, but he would still keep wanting to play. I was sharing with Boomer how happy I am, but he just wanted to drink some water and get back to playing. So that's what we did. So you know the drill at this point. We went back to playing more fetch. It's really funny how Boomer keeps losing the ball and it takes him a while to usually find the ball after. We continued to play some fetch and then again forced him to take a break. At this point he actually fell asleep because he was so exhausted. And then one more round of fetch before we left the beach. The next morning we woke up at midnight to get on a sunrise hike. We started the hike at around 2 in the morning in complete pitch darkness, and it was a little bit nerve-wracking, but I would never do this anywhere else in the world except for Hawaii because there are no bears or snakes. This entire hike was pretty dangerous because obviously it was in the dark, so we left Boomer behind. This section was probably the most scary. I will show you what it looked like on the way down, but it was so cool to see the city waking up around us. We got up to the top right before sunrise, and then once the sun rose, it was so beautiful, completely breathtaking. I will never forget this incredible moment. It was definitely a bucket list item for me, and I'm so glad I was able to do it. On the way back, we were actually able to enjoy the views. This was that section that was super muddy. You can see Dan's legs, and luckily we got gloves with us because it was really slippery as well. So glad again to have had this opportunity to do this hike. After that 11-mile hike, we relaxed the rest of the day, and Boomer had this very funny moment I had to capture. And we took Boomer on another hike the next day. It was later in the evening, so it was a little bit cooler. Boomer is always on leash in the beginning of a hike to make sure he's comfortable and the area looks good. And then he got to enjoy being off leash and running around. He was so happy. Boomer is truly the happiest on a hike. I know I say this on the beach as well, but look at him. This hike was so cool because it had so many different kinds of vegetation and terrain, which was so interesting to see. We always make sure Boomer stays extremely hydrated on these hikes, especially in Hawaii, and then it was time to leave. Boomer always gets compliments in the elevator for how good he is. We then went to the China Walls to watch the sunset. It was so beautiful, completely relaxing to hear the sound of waves. The next day, we went on another sunset hike. We were running late because you can see in the back the sun was setting. Boomer was in a hurry to try to catch it. Little did he know that the park actually closes before sunset, so we wouldn't actually be able to watch it over here, but we still had a beautiful hike regardless. One thing I love is watching Boomer just taking in the views and nature, and it's just such an incredible feeling to be able to witness this, and it makes me also think about taking in the small moments and really living in the present. This little outfit moment was probably the highlight of the whole hike. Boomer really enjoyed the breeze and again taking in the views, which makes me so damn happy. Then it was time to leave because the park was about to close, but fear not, we saw an incredible sunset on the way down on our drive back to Waikiki. So stunning. The next morning, we did a sunrise walk around Waikiki. We try to do most of our outdoor activities around sunrise or sunset time, so it wasn't too hot for Boomer. We spend most of our days just working during the day and Boomer being a good boy. We hope you enjoyed this part 1 of our vlog series. See you in the next one.